Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley.
And I'm Brother Love.
Brother Love, happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, happy Valentine's Day to you, my sweet love.
I'll take you. You want some sweethearts? I saw them in the store for $1.99. I'm like, how adorable.
That just gives me anxiety and grief because I remember being in school as a kid and like never
Hmm.
getting the one of those from the girl that I wanted it with the right message. It was
Right.
always like, yeah, there was always one that I figured wasn't lovey or dovey. It was like, you're a good friend. And
Yeah,
I was like,
keep cool. Like,
right,
what? No, I want to
totally.
be yours.
Yeah, right. Oh, I never got any of those from anybody I wanted in school. So
Well,
thanks for that. Yes.
we'll get to it, but I don't know what to do with these fucking sweethearts. If you listen to the podcast Fly on the Wall with Dana Carvey and David Spade, listen to this last one. I think it's very funny. It's a repeat of when they talked to Paul Rudd, but you can tell these celebrities never go back and listen to their work for quality. And they take their first commercial break, and then it's nothing but commercial break outtakes with like 5 to 10 seconds between each one. And I'm like,
Hmm.
oh, I'm really behind the scenes. You guys don't give a shit.
Is it
Very exciting.
embarrassing at all?
Um, yeah, just
Okay.
because of what it is, but it's not like they don't really, they don't go, oh, that's stupid, or I don't believe in this product. So it's
Right.
not too bad. It's just you don't give a shit. You show up and you leave.
Oh, it is quantity over quality everywhere you look in
Yeah.
this industry, my friend.
Well, that leads to this. This is a funny story. In North Carolina, have you heard this? Brother Love, great, fantastic musician. Knew Brother Love like 2 decades now. He's been on many times. KeithandtheGirl.com/Brother Love. You'll love everything about him. I think the music, them vibes is the band. Before that, solo as Brother Love, and I think it's fantastic. In fact, just the other day, I said, "Siri, play music I like," and there she goes from the Brother Love days. Popped on. I'm
Oh,
like, I know this guy.
that's great.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Siri.
So I bring up this story about music. A man in North Carolina used AI tools to generate hundreds of thousands of songs, uploaded them to streaming platforms, then used automated programs to stream those tracks billions of times. He made over $10 million. dollars.
Wow. Yeah, there's no surprise there.
How do you
Yeah.
know though? Like, I guess you see, like, hey, this is abnormal. Somebody's hearing all this music, but when you hear the music, I'd be like, I don't know. I heard worse,
It still takes money to make money. You know what I mean? He's
right?
got the funds to do that. You know, there's that all over the industry now. Yeah. Bands that are fake generated AI bands that have millions of listeners and streams and downloads and all of it. Yeah, it's wild, man.
What's his water bill? He was convicted and charged with fire fraud, wire fraud. What? You can tell my head somewhere else. Wire fraud, conspiracy to commit wire fraud, even thinking about wire fraud, and money laundering conspiracy. Each charge carries a potential sentence of up to 20 years in prison.
Or $5 million, which he can afford.
Right, right. 10 million. I guess
Yeah.
you don't know when to stop. You think you'll get away with it. Like, I think I'm inventing a crime. Is this so bad?
Yeah,
You
right.
know?
They're like, yeah, totally. And meanwhile, they arrest the weed grower next door to him, illegally growing all those plants because of their electric bill. They're like, man,
Right.
what's going on here?
Just, I mean, I heard AI songs. I heard like Guns N' Roses doing, a cover of a Beatles song that's obviously AI. And I'm like, I don't know. This is pretty fucking good. I guess 10 million people wouldn't download it, but
Yeah, well, the technology is there now. It sounds real, and it sounds like I was talking to a record executive, the president of a record company in Nashville, and she could tell very easily the difference between the Sunos. There's a company called Sunos. So
okay.
people are writing songs now, songwriters that have publishing deals, and they're doing like what everybody else is doing. They're just saying like, okay, country music, boots, this, that, whatever, and they throw in a few words. It spits out not only like the lyrics, the whole song, lyrics, full band. And so then they're taking this, they're going, look at what I wrote, awesome, turning it into their publisher or their record company, and it's almost like you get demoitis. You know, when you
Right.
when you demo a song and you listen to it over and over and over before you sort of really work it out. And you go, but this sounds so good. I'm used to X, Y, and Z. You go to the recording studio, maybe you go to really put it down, like a final mastered version.
Mm.
It's not going to be the same as your demo, and so you have all these people thinking this sounds so good, and it's computer generated, AI generated. And thankfully, this record executive, she's trying to explain to them, no, it's not good. I know what you did.
I asked you how you did it, and there's a
And
weird fucking answer. It just came to me one day. You know how it
right,
does.
right.
I think it's
Yeah.
from God above.
But there's no stopping this train. They're cutting deals. Every record label and publishing label, they're all cutting deals to give credit, try to give credit where the
How
credit
can
might
she
be due.
tell? Her ear's that good, or she has a
You,
program that tests the program?
I think you can tell. You can sort of tell. Yeah, there's
Like there's
both.
less soul. Like no joke, when the Beatles put out Now and Then with
Yes.
Paul McCartney dead, there's less soul in it.
Well, it's not. Well, it was John. No, actually, no.
John
That's
Lennon, I
different.
meant.
That's very different. What they did with AI was something that is beautiful, which was they were able to take a single cassette tape recording, meaning like not maybe there wasn't even a microphone in the room, maybe there was. John Lennon is playing piano and he's singing, and it's glued together. So what they were able to do was separate his voice so that it's only his voice. Because if you were to put his voice louder in those recordings, then the piano gets louder and it doesn't match what they were trying to do. So the AI for that, I watched Giles Martin, George Martin's son, who did all
Okay.
that work. And so, yeah, he was able to separate John's voice so that all you had was a crystal clear version for them to work around. That's what AI is great for.
Was George Harrison's guitar real?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they recorded those things years ago.
Right.
They put them out. The anthology series, which was the anthology from the '90s, was done when George Harrison was alive. It was the three surviving Beatles without John, and they redid all these songs. They remastered them. They remastered the video and the audio, which is out now. The anthology. And so those songs were remixed and remastered with this technology. It's George Harrison, it's Paul
Okay.
McCartney, it's Ringo. Yeah, for sure.
Do you ever find yourself going, okay, I made this song for real, but I don't know what to do with this part. Can AI help that?
I haven't done that because I have not done that. I've used AI for like helping write like an intro to maybe my podcast. Like, okay, it's music, it's mental
Mhm.
health, it's all these things, adjective, just put it in a sentence. I'm like, okay, and then I tweak it and I go, okay. But no, I have not yet. But I have songwriter friends who kind of give me the wink wink. I'll see him I saw somebody at a wedding recently. And he's like, well, I mean, just kind of, if you just kind of, use the AI, I mean,
Right.
I'm like, you don't have to wink, wink. I don't care what you do, but
Right.
and you go do it the way you do it. I have not. I have songwriters that I work with, and we work it out together.
The podcast, by the way, is called Just Keep Talking, and
Yes, sir.
you do a great job. And
Ooh,
it is about mental health. It is about personal shit. And you find, of course, that when I think I do it for sure, when I talk about it, you find out other people are going through this shit. And even if you knew that deep down, it's good to get out. And
yes,
it doesn't have its power anymore. This bullshit.
exactly. Yes, yes.
Which is why we're here.
We're here because it's Valentine's Day. It's the day of love.
I at my restaurant I hear Now and Then being played over, and now some of these songs are fucking they're bumming me out. Liz dumped me. My girlfriend broke up with me, and it's a total surprise, a total shock, literally blindsided. We're saying love words up until the last second that I'll tell you about. When I got a phone call. Uh, you've heard me on this show about how much I was in love. It wasn't once. It didn't seem one sided at all. We'd be in the chat room every Wednesday. You knew we were the real fucking deal. It's devastating, and maybe because I've been in relationships that have died, and that's slower, and maybe also again I'm right in the middle of this right now. But I think this is the most devastating breakup I ever had.
I'm so sorry,
I am too. I
man.
am too. This, by the way, so this was on Tuesday. It's Saturday now, Valentine's Day, or yeah, Saturday. On Tuesday, I'm gonna see her on Wednesday. So, I'm out. I'm getting food for us. I'm getting a haircut. We talked throughout the fucking day, and I'm like, I've just had a new barber today, but they loved our love story, and she put a heart on it. Then I get broken up. I'm like, well, you didn't have to heart it.
Wow. Yeah, the same day, same.
You didn't, the same day. This was the last message, cute little VM that I sent to her. Didn't hear back for maybe a couple hours and then got a phone call that I'll try to describe. But this was just this cute little message I left. I am so good at grocery shopping. God damn. Anyway, for Saturday, we can go somewhere nice if you want for lunch. I can make us a brunch. I have eggs. I have potatoes. I have vegetables. I have bacon. I have sausage. I
Oh,
have chocolate croissants. I got
ah,
everything. So if you're into any of that business, you let me know. Whatever you like. Whatever you like. Okay? You did
mm.
yourself a big favor saying you'll be my Valentine. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much.
So that's the last.
That's the last message that I sent her. Then I get a phone call, and I can't promise you that I'm getting right what she said because my head was fucking spinning. But it was fast, it was ready, and it was, I don't see a future with us, and we should, I should stop pretending. She should stop pretending, she's saying. Um, she brought up, and I'm like, okay, you know, like I don't know if she thinks I was supposed to fight for it right then, but I don't think so. But anyway, I'm like, all right. And then it's like, the sex was great and that kept things going, but I don't see a blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay. I look back later, the call wasn't 2 minutes long.
Oh, wow.
To me, it was like 5 or 10, but no, it wasn't even two. And I did have something I wanted to say after, and I don't think it was necessary. I don't really remember what it was, but I did want a little more information. And I called back, and she didn't pick up. And I left a couple texts, and then she texts back. I was on the phone. I'm like, I
Wow.
called you right the fuck back. Whoever it was, put him on hold. But it's probably a friend that's helping you deal with this.
Right.
But okay, you can pick up, and then your friend probably said, "No, don't. Remember, you have to be firm and cut it off." This is me
Yeah.
guessing, but who cares? You
Yeah.
can't pick up the fucking phone.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm not an asshole. Am I gonna yell at you? Maybe you don't know what I'll do.
Could have been the chocolate croissant.
It's too much. She's like, I hate it. She actually likes chocolate croissants.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
no, she's a fan of that.
My God. So that feeling you haven't had a feeling like that in forever,
Not
if ever.
blindsided. Not ever.
Yeah.
Not ever. And I think like, okay, how about me? I had to end relationships sometimes, but either the relationship was dying, it's not a surprise, or it was casually dating and it was definitely understood this person isn't the one.
Yeah.
This like like when she's admitting that she's pretending in this relationship, man, she went out of her fucking way. When we kiss, it's not quick kisses, it's 10 minutes love fests. We just had fucking New Year's, did all that. We just had just had Christmas, just talked about the Adam visiting and how she's excited to meet him and all this. And this a fucking
Yeah.
train.
Did you mostly move to where you are now because of her?
I'll tell you, yes. The answer is yes, but I moved. I really wasn't taking advantage of New York City. Why am I paying
Yeah.
so much money? Blah blah blah. But I didn't have a place I necessarily want to go. I was very much in love, and I'm like, how are you cool with me living in Charlotte? Not with her in Charlotte. She was, of course, and so yes, that's why I moved here.
Right.
But I don't miss New York, and I don't feel stuck here. I don't have resentment about moving here,
Right. Great.
so that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, holy shit.
But hey, what can I tell you? She's a doer, right? She gets things done, and she's like, "All right, and the breakup is done. Now I got to go deal with this." Why is he calling? I'm on my next mission. I got to call the school about soccer uniforms. Okay, I moved on. Come on, and that's the thing. When they dump you, they had time to process whatever the fuck. Me,
Right.
I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
that really told you made the right decision. When I'm like, well, I guess it's done then.
Yeah. I mean, you think it's something I mean, it's so fresh, but like seeing something like in hindsight, like, oh,
Not at all.
not
Not
that,
at all.
that's wild, man. So maybe she should be, is she an actor?
Right?
Sorry, I don't
I mean,
mean
all that
that.
means is, for whatever reason, I don't excite her as much as I thought I did. Like that, what else could, it can't be anything. And again, I don't live with her. I know that she likes her space. So if that happened, it'd be a long time. Uh, she doesn't want to get married again. I'm cool with that. I don't know what the fuck I'm rushing,
Yeah, maybe, but maybe the Valentine's, maybe
but it
that
means I'm
just
just not good enough for
right, but
real.
maybe it tipped her over to like her own fears and insecurities. Like, wow, this is real. New
Right.
Year's, Christmas, but once it's Valentine's, is this your first Valentine's?
No,
It wasn't.
no.
Yeah, how long? How many years you
I
been
mean, I don't
together?
know if well, 2 years.
2 years. Okay, so one would think maybe the first Valentine, like, oh my God, this is serious.
Right.
Because if you make it mean
No,
that
you
much,
by the words we're saying to each other, it's
yeah,
fucking serious. We're so lucky. She'll
yeah,
bring up, and maybe like, maybe I'd get paranoid, like, wait a minute, the last 2, 3 days, did I start with the I loves yous and good mornings? And was that too much? And then the next day she starts with, how great we are being together. And I'm like, okay, I was just being a fucking weird, insecure person because I love her so much. She said the love words just fucking fine.
Yeah.
Constantly. You didn't have to do that.
Mm. Yeah. Are you, I know you're hurt, but are you angry? I mean,
I'm shocked and angry.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like stages of grief, right? I don't
I
know
thought
which,
about that. Yeah, let me look here.
what are the
This,
five stages
these
of grief?
stages real quick.
Lord knows I'm still in the middle of one of them, if not four. So,
Oh, we'll get to
well,
that. Not
just life
not
in general, you know.
right, right. Let's see here. I have okay, stages of grief, and of course they can always be out of order, I guess. Denial, uh more
Right. She calls
shock.
you, you say, come on, right?
Right.
That's denial.
Man, you are funny too. Click.
Right.
I'll see you tomorrow. Anger.
Mm.
So my denial is shock, I think. Anger, bargaining,
Eh,
maybe could, but like it's not really. I'm not really bargaining. I'm making
no.
peace with it. But I do wonder, like, if you told me somehow
Yeah.
I'm being too intense.
Yeah.
Okay. Depression for sure, and acceptance. I'm gonna doubt it because I still have trouble eating, sleeping. I watching TV. I was watching Shrinking. That shit got me into. I don't. Do you know this show Shrinking on Apple
Uh,
TV?
yeah, I watched it, and Sarah says you didn't like it, so we didn't watch it. And I think I didn't. I shouldn't be that cruel. She didn't like yell at me, but
Right.
I kind of. It was there was something that I didn't love about it, but I want to retry because people like yourself and others that I trust like it.
I love Shrinking, but again, my head's fucked up. I'm like halfway through the show. I'm like, who cares? That's not a big fucking problem. And how are you all the same person? I couldn't finish it. Yeah, I'm going through something.
Oh
I
my
did
God.
text her. I said, maybe an exit email though, something for the next woman. And she said, you didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing to say to the next woman or, to fix. And it's like, well, okay.
Okay.
Then you just liked that I liked you and was trying to find your spot there,
So it's
I
me. It's
guess.
not. It's
Although
me.
you hit
It's
on
not
me
you.
in the very beginning.
Yeah. She's a right. She's a. Was she a long time listener?
She was a long time listener, and which I like because I'm like, if I gotta tell one more fucking person about my dad,
Right.
save me some fucking time. Yeah, and I do have to discuss this, even though it's pretty fresh, because she's involved in the community,
Right.
because people see her in chat poker every Wednesday, and I gotta play Dom, because I'm gonna do last week on Keith and Go with Rod Morrow, and he's gonna go, "How was your Valentine's Day?" So I do have to bring this up if people are thinking, "Why are you bringing it up so fresh?" I
Wait.
I
So
have to.
okay. So she broke up with you Tuesday. Was she at poker on? Was she playing poker
No,
Wednesday?
no.
Okay. I mean, that would just
She
be.
said she wouldn't. I don't know if I would have cared, but it's probably best.
It's probably best
It's
if she
probably
doesn't.
best. Yeah.
Yeah. And in fact, you know what? Take a break. Not you,
Right.
her. Just walk away. You can't.
Oh,
That's
she's doing good. She's doing good at that. Yeah.
so. Yeah.
I did ask, is there another person? I couldn't help myself because that would make more sense. It's
Yeah.
almost like if I caught you cheating, I'd be like, all right, maybe that isn't offensive to me as much as you just I don't know, it's fun to fuck and you fuck. And of course I'd be devastated. This seems even weirder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's not a fucking reason. And she said no, but of course, did they ever say yes? Of course
No.
no.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe.
guy at work.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Um, she mentioned she liked it long distance when I was in New York. But again, I don't think I was pushing things when I was here.
Yeah.
But
You have your own
okay.
life. You work. You have your own things going on.
Yeah.
You know. My gosh. Hmm.
Like I said, there's no one day that she knew. And I did mention this. I said, like, I knew like if something did happen, I would fight for you and I would explain to you how you're mistaken. And I said that, and then I said, but it sounds like it'd be rude if I did that. Like I'm not
Oh,
listening to you. She didn't write anything back about it. And I'm like, all right, well I think that's my 2 cents.
yeah. Well, if she writes back, that's the bargaining in the five.
Right. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay, got it.
Right.
Yeah.
I said, do we get to fuck sometimes? My dad is asking, and she gave it a thumbs down. So how'd it go for me being
Oh,
confused? The greatest love and sex kept us going till we're not even gonna fuck. You should be allowed when you get dumped, if you want, if your heart can handle it. and you're psychopathic enough, you should be able to fuck this person one last time. I would have gave it a little better that morning.
The first breakup never takes. I mean, it's sort of statistically, unless it does. The first one
Right.
generally, in my experience, never takes. You know, you get back together and you're walking up the stairs to her apartment. You go, oh my God, what did I just do?
Right. And also I have to mention this on the show because God, Craig gets upset if he doesn't know the second I'm going through something. Um, I did text this. I texted, but for real, I'm busy Valentine's Day. Nice try. I thought that'd be cute, but nothing. Okay, I just moved back to New York. Let me know if I can fly out and see you. And I didn't hear it. That was the day after. And I'm like,
All right.
and there was nothing. So I'm like, no, okay. So it's not like me being confused, like, could like the relationship be toned down or something? Would I want that? And but it's
Hmm.
there's no talking. There's no
Yeah.
talking.
Oh man. Oy, I'm
You know what
sorry,
it's like?
brother.
It's like um these TV shows, like a talk show might do a show once or twice a week. Then it's a hit, and so they go 5 times a week. And the audience, for whatever reason, isn't into that. So they cancel the show, and the host is like, "We can go back to 1 or 2 times a week." They're like, "No, now it's
Yeah.
nothing." Like, what? What?
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, which is a little odd because okay, so if she just said, "Hey, listen, do me a favor, move back to Queens,"
Right.
I
And
mean
then
that's
once a month,
extreme.
we'll plan things again.
Yeah, or just, do you think that's even something that you could have done if she said, "Listen, I need to take a few steps back. I need some space. We could see each other, but not go from, I love you every morning." I mean, how would you
Yeah,
go
I,
back
I,
to
cou-
that?
I could handle that.
Yeah.
And who knows how I'd take it. But that it'd be a shame, but
Mm.
yes, I wouldn't be offended by that.
Right. Yeah, because you would be willing to try because you care about this person
Yeah,
so much. Yeah.
I'm willing to not live with you, and I think you're the one for me.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 2026. It's anything fucking goes. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to throw this out there for the audience. First bet of this breakup is,
Uh-huh.
will she contact Keith, wanting to try again at a later date to be determined?
All right.
I'm going to say yes.
That's the poll.
I'm going to say the poll is yes. The poll is, will she turn around and say, I may have made a mistake, but I'm just not sure and I'm confused. So this isn't let's get back together again. What are you doing? You want to get coffee or some
The,
or a
the poll
chocolate.
can only be so long. Will Liz
That's why
turn
I use
around?
AI. I use AI for this.
Will Liz turn around and say she made a mistake? How's that?
May
Is
have
that fair?
that
May
yeah,
have.
may have made a mistake,
Okay.
right? Which is not saying let's get back together, but it's just
Right.
yeah, yeah. That's the poll.
And
And
and by mistake, it doesn't mean her not explaining herself more. It means that just doing the breakup in general,
exactly.
to be clear.
And will it coincide with another holiday like Mother's Day or
Right.
President's Day? She got all spooked about Valentine's Day. All of a sudden, I don't know,
Right.
Mother's Day comes around. She's like, oh man, I really, Keith, I don't know why. This is odd.
It is
Yeah,
our favorite holiday coming up on Monday, President's Day. Oh
exactly.
my God,
Yeah.
this is a tough time of the year. And man, I've not dated during some Valentine's days, of course. Valentine's Day never bothered me.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's this timing, but motherfucker, it's everywhere. I go to get a lift, a car ride. There's hearts on it. For what, Lyft? The work schedule has a big heart in the background. Like, some of us aren't. What the fuck?
Have you
Everywhere.
have you walked into a grocery store in the last couple of days? Don't
Yeah, because I was
don't.
buying fucking croissants and shit.
Oh yeah, because I walked into the grocery store the other day and it just shocked me because it was like an explosion of roses and
Yeah,
flowers and everything that's there that costs like $6 normally is like $50 now, and I'm
right,
like, don't get tricked, don't get tricked,
right.
don't get tricked, don't do it. But it was something to it was something that blew me away. It was all colorful, all Valentines, and that would have depressed me if I was in a different state of mind.
I did look at her Instagram. I know you're not supposed to do that. But I wanted to see if pictures of us were still on that. And I know there were, I could be wrong, but I think there were two pictures, one of us with Rod and Karen at a baseball game, and one of us with Rod and Karen at dinner afterwards. And in the one at the baseball game, we're sitting there, we could just be friends in this picture. That picture is up. In the restaurant picture, my arms around her, you would assume we're dating. That picture is not up.
Oh,
I
that's
think it was up.
yeah.
I
That's work, you know. Yeah.
Right.
That's
And yes, you're not supposed to check the social media, but it's probably not healthy. I still masturbate to her. That's probably not good, right? I make her be this evil dominatrix mistress, and it's very fucking sexy. Thin line
nice.
between sexy and healthy, but
You know something? I think that's a good consolation. If you break up with somebody,
you can't stop me from doing that.
offer a dirty, sexy picture. Offer something that okay, and I will sign away. I will sign
Right.
this piece of paper that no one except me will ever see this. And
She
if
puts a watermark on it.
yes, and if ever so, I owe you. You get the house, you get everything, every hair on
Right.
my head, whatever it is. You just make it legal so that and she sends you just that one fucking picture, just because guess what? In a way, the person who broke up with the other person might think this is great. They're gonna beat off to me for however long they do. They'll
Right.
still be think of me softly. Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, we definitely. I never laughed with somebody more. We definitely have the same sense of humor. But again, with that said, she is no nonsense in that this was fucking decided.
Why do you think she broke up with you?
I can't guess. I'm dead
Like if you
fucking
had to
serious.
guess.
I can't.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
She didn't care enough, and the love words were freaking her out, but she didn't know what to do, so she was saying it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, so I'm having a day. Then I get fraud charges on my bank account.
Oh my
Is being fucking ripped. I got to close the account, reopen the account. Somehow that
Jesus.
changes tokens if the bad guy has my account. So then the future's on the phone, but that takes a while to click in, getting a new debit card on the so I'm going full credit. Then I'm like, all right, let me calm down. Let me fucking make some pasta. I go into the pantry and yeah, I have a pantry. I go into the Thank you, baby. I have a pantry now. I go into the pantry and I go to grab pasta and I pick it up on the wrong end. It was open and it falls behind everything. The New York
Uh,
City air conditioner, all this fucking bullshit. I'm like, and I just look up like I'm looking at God. I'm like, yeah,
uh-huh.
for what? You see everything.
Yeah.
I'll burn the whole house down.
Well, I'm proud of you because you're somebody who I was thinking about this. I literally was the other day. This is so bizarre. I'm always in awe of you because I know you feel, and I know that you are an emotionally available person, but you don't sweat the small stuff. And as long as I've ever known you, you never have. And you sweat stuff, of course.
Right.
And I literally was thinking, this guy nothing phases him. Nothing ever phases you. And then and then literally it was like a day later, it was like, I'm devastated. And I
Right.
was like, oh my God, he's phased. He's upset. You're not avoiding it. You're not drinking, right?
Right.
You
No,
know,
that's
you
true. Right.
all of that, you may eat more pasta than you probably could or
Well,
should
you
or
bring up
want.
drinking, so I have this little cabinet, a wine cabinet in my house. Not a cabinet, just a little section that's
Yeah.
pre-made there. So I put your little curios there.
Yeah,
Somebody
of
made
course.
me a Lego guy. I put that there. A Keith and Girl memento. She sent me one time. She happened to come across it. I forget how. Two Warrant cassettes, Dirty Rotten Filthy Stinker Rich and Cherry Pie, and I had a boombox. I don't know why. I just wanted one, but I have nothing to ever play. And she's like, here's for the boombox. And I put that in that little box. And it's just fun to see. So after my pasta spilled all over and I turn around, I'm like, there's the motherfucking box.
Yeah. Oh my God. Do you think have you had the feeling of like wanting to drink?
No. No, but I have been working. And it doesn't, and anytime if I would want to drink, it's when I'm alone. Like
Yeah,
I can work at a bar and ironically be fine.
sure.
Um, so I think I've just been keeping busy or sleeping. And by sleeping,
Right.
I'm up every 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm in bed for 10, but I'm up every three.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay. And then just the other day, it was just yesterday that I changed my phone screen.
Oh,
I'm so used to it, I didn't fucking think anything of it. But anyway, it was her face. Now it's you can see this picture on Zoom. It's the woman, just a drawing of a woman holding her neck. You see what I mean?
she's massaging her shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn it upside down. No, she's not.
Oh,
She's touching herself. Oh,
hey, wow. Look at
hey.
that.
That's
Man,
creative.
that's
Yeah.
a Rorschach test if I've ever seen one.
I woke up. We do that stupid 11:11 thing. 11:11, make a wish. It's private, but it means I'm thinking about you. Love you. Blah blah blah.
Mhm.
We did that to the last fucking minute. Then I get broken up with the next morning. I happen to wake up. I turn on the phone. 11:11. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. My gosh. Well, this is why I think the poll is gonna, I'm not about winners or losers, but she's gonna see the same things. And who knows? But man, it's rough.
Yeah. Yeah. I did talk to ChatGPT. I'm like, maybe he'll say something.
Yeah.
Something trite that's like, oh, that they're pithy, whatever the good one is. And I said, let's
What did
see.
you ask? Yeah, what did you ask?
Um, I'm one. Let's see. Oh, is this out of order? Becoming true. Da, 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 da. Okay. Anyway, when what you just described, and where I was just shocked that it happened. ChatGPT says what you just described is very common in blindsided breakups. Those tiny moments where you wondered, "Am I initiating more, or am I more into this?" And then she'd initiate, and you'd think, "Okay, I'm just being insecure." That push pull creates confusion after the fact. Here's what's important: you're not crazy for sensing something, and you're also not wrong for trusting her when she showed up. Both can be true. Sometimes when someone's feelings are slowly shifting, it doesn't look dramatic. It looks like slightly less enthusiasm, you initiating just a bit more often, a vibe that's hard to name, still saying I love you, but maybe with less depth. Your nervous system picks up on subtle changes before your conscious mind does, but because she still participated, still said loving things, still showed up, your brain had evidence to dismiss the doubt. This doesn't mean you were paranoid. It means you're hopeful. There's a difference. Right now, your brain is trying to solve a mystery because mysteries feel safer than accepting this. She didn't feel the same level of future alignment that you did.
Hmm.
She's just not that into you. That's not something you could have fixed with more good mornings or fewer I love yous. It's about emotional alignment, not behavior tweaks. Let me ask you something that matters. ChatGPT is funny. Like, ChatGPT is always your best friend. It's like, hey, can I ask you something? Don't be too upset. Like, you're a fucking robot. I'm not going to be
Yeah.
upset.
Yeah.
You motherfucking robot.
Yeah. You know what? You never know,
Right.
paranoid about that,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Are you fuck with like I talked about this yesterday for the first time to anybody. It was spooky. We were playing VR golf, and guys, we need to be like staring at sports or something to talk. So VR golf is like just keeps it going, and I'm yapping. But anyway, um, oh, what did he say? I'll get back to it. I forget. It was interesting. Let me ask you something that matters. If she called tomorrow, says ChatGPT, and said, "I made a mistake," would you feel relief, or would there now be a small crack of doubt in you? Be honest. Like, okay, all right. Do people lie to you a lot? Because sometimes the breakup reveals imbalance we were tolerating without realizing it. You're not weak for loving hard. I said she'd have to explain it so that it made sense that she made a mistake. I don't see that there's more for her to say, and I don't think she would. She's not communicating at all now.
Hmm.
And ChatGPT said, right there is the part that hurts the most. Not just that she ended it, but that she walked away without giving you something solid to hold on to. No real explanation, no deeper conversation, just gone. When someone says, I don't see a future, and then shuts down communication, it usually means one of two things. They already processed this privately for weeks or months. They don't want to engage because they don't have clarity themselves and don't want to unravel it.
Right.
But here's the painful part. Closure doesn't usually come from their explanation. It comes from accepting their decision. The decision itself is the clarity. She chose to step away. She chose not to work on it. She chose not to communicate further. That tells you something about how invested she was. Not about your worth, about her capacity. Also, the silence right now is doing something psychologically brutal and makes your brain believe she's calm and fine while you're spiraling. That's true.
That is true. Yes, for sure.
But remember, she had a head start emotionally. Here's your only job for the next 7 days. Don't contact her. Don't check her socials. Try not to masturbate too much. I'm just kidding. Don't check her socials. Don't eat, even if you don't feel like it. That is hard. Move your
Yeah.
body once a day. Sleep as best you can. That's it. You don't have to be strong forever, just strong for today. And I want to normalize something. This guy's got opinions.
Wow.
Day two is, I should go, are you a dude? Day two or chick? Day two is when your brain keeps thinking, this isn't real. She'll text. This can't just be it. That's your attachment system protesting the separation. I'm going to give you something very simple. When the urge to text her hits, tell yourself, quote, if she wanted to clarify, she would.
Mm.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
not me saying the wrong thing, like, should I have fought for you? You know your words. We're
Yeah.
old enough. The sentence is grounding because someone who truly wants to repair or explain doesn't stay silent. You're
Hmm.
not weak for wanting answers. You're grieving. 2 days is the hardest point emotionally because it's fresh and final. This will not feel this intense in 2 weeks. It just won't. Right now, though, it's okay that it hurts this much.
Hmm.
How long? I asked, how long am I going to feel like this? What's the average? Dumb question, but what's the world go through on average?
Yeah.
For a 2 year relationship where you were deeply loved and blindsided, most peer experience acute pain 2 to 6 weeks, heavy grief phase 2 to 3 months, noticeable emotional relief around 3 to 6 months, mostly integrated, no daily pain 6 to 12 months. What?
Well, thankfully,
What?
that's a computer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Computers remember. I'll start forgetting maybe.
Yes. Yeah. We do it right. Have you checked the date, Keith?
Right.
Well, ChatGPT. You're still on track to be sad until this time next year.
That
Like,
doesn't mean you're, yeah, that check goes, congrats, you're happy now.
yeah. I don't feel happy.
That doesn't mean you're miserable for a year. It means the attachment gradually unwinds. But here's what matters more than the timeline: it doesn't move in a straight line. You will likely feel shock, obsession, sadness, blah, 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 blah,
Hmm. Yeah. Mm, man.
yeah, so I was playing with Spooky. By the way, here's the thing. I got in Atlantis, if you play VR Walkabout Mini Golf, I got a minus 14. I can't share that with her.
Is that good or bad?
That's great.
Oh, okay. See?
That's not Tiger Woods can't do that shit.
Well, you're sharing it with me and the audience.
I
We are.
got Wordle in 3. What am I supposed to do with that fucking information?
Oh my God. I do recall now. I remember I was engaged to be married once before I married Sarah Tomek, and it was right around the time we met.
Right?
Like, or maybe it was just before
I
we
think
met.
just before.
It
Yeah.
was just before, and I was engaged, and I broke. Oh, that's right. I broke it off. It was September, October. No, I broke it off,
You were
and
buying the ring, right?
I bought the ring. I gave her the ring, and yeah, and I broke it off. She gave the ring back. I think we may have had sex after or something, but I cried and begged for her back on Valentine's Day. Yeah,
Mm.
that was Valentine's Day. I'd gone
That
through a
from
few.
September to Valentine's Day, you're
Yeah,
saying.
it was
Shit.
yeah, and I remember just like begging, like I made a mistake, the whole thing, and just like that old Seinfeld episode, I remember walking up the stairs with her being like, I made a huge, terrible mistake. Like,
Mm.
what am I doing? I mean, we went back, we had sex for a little bit. I remember,
Did she
we
try
had,
to make it work or was it just sex? Like, did
I
you have
think,
a point and she's like, you know what? You're right. We are meant for each other.
no, I think we were both lonely and we both kind of
Okay.
said, okay, this is comfortable enough. And we were having like brunch that maybe after that. And she was telling me that she was dating this guy who's like a genius. He was a brain surgeon, literally a brain surgeon. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
Yes, I'm dating this guy. The one that I told you about when we were together that we were just work people,
Right.
whatever. So of course I'm like, well, I broke up with you, so who cares? But as far as being hurt by it, but I remember her saying, he's not even really all that good looking. And I remember being like, "Oh, okay.
Well,
And then, but
yeah.
yeah, but he's a brain surgeon. And basically, he's a brain surgeon. And he gave her everything that she had planned on in her life because she was a woman that still is, that had
Right.
plans and goals that would never be met by me. And within months, she was married and pregnant, and all of it fell right into place for her. But I begged. I forgot all about it. We broke up in late September, and I begged and begged. I thought I was okay for a few months, and I was, and because men, I feel like we don't feel anything for a while. We don't deal with it. We'll just sort of, we go off like I'm free now. Great, look at all these women and those and
Right.
this and that, a good time and drinking and all that, and then the quiet set in months later, and I finally had time to really feel everything. And I just fell into a head hole and I begged. And I got her back for a little while, but neither of us worked. She knew I wasn't serious because I wasn't. So that was a
Right.
Valentine. That was a
But
Valentine.
there's not, that's the thing again, like with this, like,
Yeah.
I don't think there's situations where
Mm.
where I would have stepped up for her or her family and I
Yeah.
didn't. You know,
Yeah. Mm.
that's what's I was playing with Spooky and then he had yeah, everybody went through some shit. Anyways, then we were done with golf and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go watch the pit. I'm gonna go watch people die in the pit. And he's like, I hope a lot of people die for you, buddy. I'm like, oh,
Oh,
that's a friend.
That's a friend.
Aw.
Tell Spooky I said hi. I miss that guy.
I'll do that. Adam Brown said, you should say, can I still see your daughter on holidays? I'll take Easter.
Hey, that's up to
We
the
got
daughter.
along.
That's up to the daughter at this point, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I can still see your daughter sometimes, right?
Yeah. Well, that's going to be part of it.
We
Her
play
daughter's
games and
got
shit.
on Easter, which is coming up. Her
Hmm.
daughter, that could be the th her daughter is going to say, "Mommy, where's Keith? How come he's not coming around? He was always good with those eggs, and he was so
Hmm.
colorful." In
Hmm.
fact, that this egg reminds me of his head.
Oh, I miss that head.
Oh, I miss that head.
Oh, it's like I
Oh,
want to eat him up, but for real.
yeah.
I said, how long by the way, doesn't want to move in, doesn't want to get married again. What always happens with these people? She'll be married and moved in 6 fucking months with the next guy.
Pretty much. That's yeah. In which case, she'll have to thank you for showing her.
Yes,
Yes. Yeah.
the error. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I remember there was a breakup, in the what was it? Oh, well, I know who it was the whole time. Why am I pretending I don't know? It was Kat, and she made like a post or some kind of blog after we broke up saying, you know what, in my marriage I was distant. I should have tried harder, and it wasn't fair what I did. And I'm joking, but I'm thinking like, all right, then let's do it again.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the question did come up in my mind, but I figure it's too soon. I mean,
Uh-huh.
is Liz going for a woman now or what? I mean, come on.
Right. I think that was a one-off with Kat. But I hope so. I like the
Yeah.
idea that
Yeah.
if we break up, it's not because of me, it's because you were gay and you
Exactly.
didn't really know it.
Did you remind her that after?
I said, if you want to be gay, just say.
Just say, yeah.
I get it. I think women, I get it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to be with a guy. They would
Why
never
should you,
meet I wouldn't see a future.
why should your batting average go down?
Right. That's right. So he said, how long are regular relationships, ChatGPT? Who knows? I'm spiraling. A
Regular?
research regular how long are relationships
Right.
on average? Research suggests the average dating relationship lasts about 2 to 2.5 years. That's
Wow.
interesting. That's what this one was.
Hmm.
Before either breaking up or transitioning into something more permanent like marriage. Shorter relationships under 1 year are common, but in lower age groups. Marriages. The U.S. among marriages that ended divorce, the median length is about 8 years. That was me and Kat, 8 years.
Yeah.
This is science. Most marriages last decades, so averages are pulled. Many marriages, excuse me, so averages are pulled in different directions. Blah blah blah. Since you mentioned recently ending a 2 year relationship, I'm like, oh, I didn't know we're going back to that. Easy. That's actually very close to the typical length of a serious dating relationship. It doesn't mean it failed. It just means it ran its course in the range many do.
How come your chat GPT doesn't like, "Hey, now talk to my rabbi. They have a nice woman
Right, right.
that, go to church, go to the library, meet a nice girl at the library."
I would. I saw an ad or something or a post about that old movie Valentine's Day, which sounds like something like Love Actually. Which Liz just had me see Love Actually.
You She watched Love Actually and then dumped you?
Hello.
Yeah. I thought isn't Valentine's Day like a horror movie, like a cut up flick?
No, there's something My Bloody Valentine,
Oh,
or
yeah.
there's something like that.
Saint Valentine, my
Right.
bloody. Yeah.
Yeah, there will be red. So maybe I'll see Valentine's Day and there's a story in there that fucking hits. I don't know. But god damn, man. I mean, you don't gotta put love songs on all the fucking time. When all these, by the way, these love songs, how many songs are about I want you back begging?
Uh-huh.
And we all love these songs, both sexes, all
Yeah.
genders.
Hmm.
But that's not what you're supposed to do, I guess, right? Like when you hear those songs, you'd be like, "You're wrong, let it go." Or are
Yeah,
you supposed to fight?
that's a tough one. I still hear the same songs from when I was younger, and it destroys me the same way. I don't even remember what girl it was about at that time, but when I hear "Next Time I Fall in Love," Peter Cetera,
Hmm.
from Chicago, I think it was a Peter Cetera song. I don't think it was Chicago, and I think Amy Grant was the other singer in it. Next time I fall in love, I know better what to do next time I fall in love.
Right.
Ooh, and then she sings the very last tag. He goes, "Next time I fall in love." She goes, "It will be with you." And she
Uh,
did it in the prettiest, sweetest. And when I hear "It will be with you," my heart, I just die every time. And I don't even know who I'm dying about. Nobody. But it just takes me right back to that same painful
right.
place. Yeah.
And,
Those songs.
and of course, just stupid things upset me more right now. Totally unrelated, of course. Excuse me. But at work we had Super Bowl boxes, and uh, and it's like, oh, this person will probably win. They always win, it seems. And then somebody gave it a thumbs up. I'm like, yeah, Steve, thumbs up it. It's a group chat of 22 people talking about different work hours. But there, you sucked up to the boss. You might win again. Good job, Steve. So fucking
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, well, be careful where you direct that anger, and also
Sure.
because in the end of the day, you'll just own the only thing you're going to end up doing besides maybe pissing off somebody is like cutting a toe off, really, dropping a knife
Right.
on your toe. Like, oh,
Right.
how could I not see that? Yeah,
There was going to be a white elephant party at for Christmas, and it was scheduled like I don't know later to save money or whatever. But anyway, then there was the big storm that canceled it. So now I got a white elephant gift. I'm just fucking. Here's a game that somebody else got me, so it's not the biggest deal. But god damn. And at the time, I wanted to bring Liz to this party, and they said they don't allow significant others. Have you had work parties like that? And isn't that fucking weird?
I was just this past week. My wife was going to invited to a dinner, and yeah, they she was told it was just naturally that I would be there.
Right.
By the way, I had a gig that night, so I wasn't going to able to go anyway. But she was like mortified, like how could I not? This is my husband, and I was like, because I couldn't go, I wasn't all that upset. But
Right.
I thought, yeah, that is a little fucking weird. It is. The guy's cheap. That's what it is.
It's
And he's a
it's
he's a Grammy winner, and he's got a lot of money, so he could afford the dinner. By the way,
It's cheap. Me and Liz were guessing. She had the idea that maybe there's drama in that family, like it's family owned, and the boss is going through a divorce, and like maybe just bringing significant, or somebody brought somebody, and next thing you know, they got too drunk and started making their own food in the kitchen. Grabbing grabbing cheese
yeah.
by the handful, and it just got out of control. And it's like, no, it'd just be too much. It's like I see them. I see them all the time. These people.
Maybe
Hi,
they
now we're here again. I'd like to see new people. I'd love to judge your fucking spouses. Maybe that's why, so that I respect you.
maybe they knew that it wasn't working out,
Yeah,
and
they're
and they
like, "Oh,
just
we don't
told
want to
you,
embarrass you. We can tell by your tone something's up, even if you don't."
right? How come
Yeah.
everybody else's wives are here? Huh?
Right. Oh well. But yeah, that'd be something if you're just that cheap.
Yeah, well, people are. And it's tough out there.
They, yeah. Um, let's see. Yeah, my gift, my white elephant gift was going to be 2 tickets to the Melania movie, but
Really?
no, that would be fucking funny though. It just and never admit who put it in there,
Yeah,
whose
that's
that
great.
was. Yeah, it's more fun when the spouses are around, and again, you get to judge. Oh well, I got a game again. I regifted something for myself. But yes, of course, I have a little fucking attitude now, even at work, where at the end somebody said, "All right, we'll take separate checks between us." I'm like, "All right, you had the this and two and three harps," and they're like, "I only had two harps," and I'm like, "You motherfucker, I know what happened." And you gave one of your harps to somebody else, and
Yeah,
they're just being silent. And you're like, I only had two. And I
right.
turn to the other guy and I go, what do we do now? He's
Yeah,
like, we'll just do one check then. I'm like, okay.
yeah. Do you have a book? Do you have your book handy so you can say, "Look, I'm an expert at this."
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I write down Sprite if that's all you ordered. All right. I know what
Yeah,
you fucking did. And wait, I only had two. Oh, did you?
yeah,
Now I got to fucking figure it out. Get the fuck out.
yeah.
So I won't be working there too long, but
Hey man, big life changes everywhere, right?
oh, I was just eating a steak today that I got from me and Liz, and I couldn't take two fucking bites. And I don't want to brag. I make good steak.
Oh, you do. I've had your steak. It's delicious.
Uh,
God, did you
uh,
did you save it for
I
later?
saved it. I
Okay.
saved it, but
Yeah.
oh well. There's a lot of young people do come into my work. You know what? Toby Maguire is dating a 20-year-old, a 30-year-old age difference. You know what? Who gives a shit? Let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's
Yeah.
dance.
Yeah. It's just tough because when you see somebody that young and you're like, I just can't do it.
Right.
It's just not right. I see it all the time. I'm like, in my mind, I'm just a young man and I'm not dead. I'm married, I'm
Right.
attracted to women. And I see young girls and I'm like, wow, I'm definitely older. I'm middle-aged at 54, but I don't see a younger person in that age, like really like 20, 21, 22. I don't, I
I
just see
really
the,
don't either,
I
honestly.
just see it like, yeah. I mean, where there was a time, where I was like, oh, she's hot or whatever. Now I'm just like, maybe she is. I don't know, but it's not for me. I just know
Right.
it's not for me. Move on,
I
for
even
sure.
remember, not to say I'm better than Tobey Maguire because I am, and it doesn't need to be said, but I remember moving to New York and I'm in my early 20s, and there was a 17-year-old, I think she was 17. She wasn't younger than that. Um, she was legal, so maybe she was, do you have to be 18?
18.
Okay, then she was 18. And she was a hostess and she was flirting with me. And I'm like, 18 and 23. Like it's not wrong, but I'm like, I can't.
Oh, yeah. I was 30.
Couldn't do that.
I remember being 30 and just I think I was 30 or 33 or something. And it was like a 19-year-old girl, like 18 or 19. And
Right.
we just had a
Maybe
little
she was even
fling.
19. I forget. It's
We
weird that I
we
keep changing it, but it seemed too much still.
we had a fling, and I just remember being like, I remember her calling me and be like, I got you something. I'm like, what? She got me like a bong. And I remember being like, that's such a
Right.
thanks. Like I just thought, okay, that's sweet, I guess, whatever. Something else too that was just young. I mean, I don't know. A bong might not be young,
Right.
but it didn't work. But at the time, I was like, I was okay with it because
Yeah,
it,
19 and I was amazed like
yeah,
I can't you can't drink in a bar or some bars you
yeah,
need ID. That's
ex
fucking weird.
that's exactly right. We went to a bar that I was friends with the bartender. That's where she met me, where I
Right.
was like, okay, yeah. No,
You were teasing about the UN stages of grief, and President's Day is coming up. How's politics and family, if I may ask?
no. Well, politics and family, wonderful. I broke up with my dad this week.
Oh
Yeah.
man, everybody's breaking up.
Yeah, I literally I broke up with my father this week. I mean, he said things to me and it had nothing to do with politics, even though
Okay.
I do believe that who he is and how he speaks to people and his vernacular and his attitude and I think it's all related. I'm
You
a
think it changed, like with the Trump administration, like it
abs
changed?
people yes, there's this it's and I wouldn't say it's a sense of empowerment because that's actual strength, but there's a sense of feeling of power among people who have all they have is power in order to move through life, as opposed to emotion and maybe just a little bit of grace. So he has been more of an asshole because of this Trump presidency. Like that he's really watches Fox News all the time. Like it's
Damn.
something we all know now. And finally, my stepmom, who I love dearly, kind of admitted that to Sarah recently about how yeah, things are bad, and he doesn't see it that way. And I've known this for a long
Is your
time.
stepmom conservative?
She has been very quiet. Now, she is conservative about things that I understand what they're I've always understood the difference, let's say in small government, get out of my money. I don't want to
Right.
pay, I don't want to help the poor. I mean, I get it. It's not right,
Right.
but I made this money. Get out of my world. Leave me alone. Now, that is something that was a very basic thing. And for years, my mother was a bleeding heart liberal as they come, helping and helping and helping. And my father, being the typical conservative, fuck that, me, mine. But now, when you're not human to other human beings, when you're cruel to your children, when you turn a blind eye to just to your own family, and you think that you are just powerful and righteous and self-righteous, and it's all spilled out into our relationship. So he said some fucked up shit to me, and I just wasn't having it. And we, I stepped away. I didn't go to war with him because I think that's something that somebody like that wants to do.
Right.
Stand toe to toe with me, and you'll see what happens.
Are you
And
into vaguely saying what it was about?
it was, yes, ironically, it was about communication. Yeah. So my father's birthday is coming up at the end of March, and my brother, Jonathan, and my sister Jill, my brother was getting us all together. Let's all go visit dad. And so my sister and I have had a falling out now for a while. I've put up some boundaries because she was really cruel to me. She said some horrible, horrible things that you just don't say to your family member. You don't say to anybody. And I've just gotten to a point where I'm like, I've already been to war with her many times. It just goes on and on and on. And we fight and we get a little, there's peace, then there's fight. I just was like, you are in the same frame of mind as all of the other people that really think they're so right. I equate it to this MAGA thing. She's MAGA, my sister.
Okay.
She absolutely said atrocious things to me, and I cut her off. I said to her, I'm going to pull away. You are going to feel it because I'm just not going to be there the way I've been for you.
And your phone says 1111 also.
Yeah, honestly. And I just said, I'm pulling away. If we see each other at a family event, fine. I hope it's not a funeral the next time we see each other. But if it is, it is. And I pulled away and I blocked her because she writes these big, long diatribes of like, I know I did this, but, and then the but is throwing daggers and shooting me.
Right.
It's horrible. I just said enough is enough. And so this birthday hang, my wife decided, she said, I can't go. I can't be around your sister. I think it's going to be terrible. I said, all right, well, you don't have to go. And Sarah had a conversation with my folks because she visited Florida. She was there for a gig. And they all decided it was probably better off if Sarah and I are not there for his birthday, we'll come a different time.
Okay.
Now, after my sister said this horrible, horrible, horrible stuff a few months ago, my father told me that he was beside himself. And this was shocking to me because my sister has been terrible to all of us over the years. My stepmother, the most horrific things she has said. My sister is just a very angry, angry person. She manifests anger. She feeds off of anger. She lives off of it. And it gives her a strength that she feels is power and she feels is empowering. But I don't think it is. I think it's it's just not. Anyway, so my father said, I wrote your sister a letter. I thought, wow, you're really showing up for all of us. He never sent the letter because they went on vacation. He said, I don't want to deal with it now. Mm-hmm. And he ended up just having a very brief, vague conversation with my sister. And she said something like, well, Larry could call me. He didn't do what he said he was going to do. Basically, he condoned the behavior. He just kind of shrugged and said, I can't get through to her. She won't listen to me, and did what he's done for our entire lives. He's not showed up as a dad. He left. He's always left. Okay. So I just buttoned up our conversation last Sunday, my dad and I finally catching up. We haven't spoken in a long time. And we caught up and all that. And I said, okay, well, just to talk about this birthday, I'm not going to come. Sarah and I are not coming. But I just need to let you know that this is on you. You condone Jill's behavior. Jill's going to want a war. And no matter what's going to happen, we're going to fight. And you guys don't want that because you've already said, we'll leave, Right. And I said, this is on you. And he turned, man. He felt attacked. Exactly what's going on in this country. It's parallel to me. It's exactly the same thing. I didn't attack my dad. I talked to my dad and said, this is what I think. You condone this behavior. You allow it to continue. You didn't step in the way you said you were gonna. And that is your choice. But that's why we all lose, because I'm not coming. And he hung up the phone because he thought he was mad at me, and he told me he was hanging up, but he didn't hang up.
Oh, shit.
And he said, get the fuck out of my life.
Whoa.
And I heard it and I said, I'm still here, Dad, and I can hear you.
And he said, no, I said, get out of my life. You're not
Right.
listening either.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it just, it didn't escalate. I just said,
Did he say something right after that? Or
he said, well, you pissed me. He was quiet because he was caught. Okay. And I said, I'm listening. I'm right here. I can hear you. And he said, well, you've pissed me off. And I said, so what? Right. So what? So we spoke for a little while longer, not much. We got off the phone. He called me back, and instead of apologizing.
Oh, you weren't on another call? You were able to pick up?
No, I picked up because I think, okay.
Right.
And he didn't even apologize. He just sort of amped up his
why he was right.
He armed up. Yeah. Yeah. My wife tells me that I did call your sister and I tried. And I thought, well, that's fine. But how about what you just said to me? You care to apologize? He doesn't think he's wrong. People like that don't think they're wrong because there's a narcissism there. There's something there that is really incredible. And it's selfish and it's a real big ego trip and it's painful and it's hard. And so I just said, you know what? And we said other things. He called me pal. That's what it was.
Ah,
The day my dad called me pal. Yeah, that'll be my
yeah.
book. The day my dad called me pal. He puffed up. Oh yeah. Well, I don't. It's not on me, pal. I thought, who are you talking to, pal?
I got a brother once from my dad, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly. And then I'm thinking, wow, look at this guy, and he just amped up, and he got mad, and he puffed up, and I thought, you're starting a fight with your son. You know.
Right,
So I've stepped away, and the weirdest thing happened, Keith, is that I've had the most productive week I've had in years. And I'm not kidding.
right,
I got a
good.
part-time job offer.
Okay.
I gigged. I really put out my podcast this week. It was productive. I had my radio show on Lightning 100. I had a Let's Duet, a Sinatra beautiful show where I
I
got to
saw.
sing songs. I sang at another thing. I have a radio thing that I'm doing tomorrow. Like it's been crazy. It's been a wild week where I'm like, I let go of something that was so painful, and all of these things opened up. Now, I don't know what's going to happen on Monday. I could
Right.
just fall into a head
Crash.
hole, crash, and I don't know. But this is painful, and it sucks. But
Oh, on this end, I'm just pacing. If she saw me now, she'd be like, I can't. My future's on somebody who paces all the fucking time.
yeah, yeah, my gosh. So
It,
yeah,
the MAGA stuff is fucking crazy, and anybody that can justify what's been going on is I don't know. I don't know what kind of weird gymnastics lying you got to bullshit yourself. I mentioned how it bothered me that Bill Maher, who would shit on Trump, then goes and has dinner with Trump and comes back and goes, not the guy you think he is. Like, what the you? That's what you sold out for that minute at Mar-a-Lago, and now Trump just put out a tweet today, "Happy Valentine's Day," and it's shitting on Bill Maher, saying what a kiss ass this fucking guy is. He begged to come to dinner. He's an asshole
Oy,
because on Bill Maher's show he'll still criticize the president sometimes.
of course,
This fucking sellout Bill Maher didn't see this coming. You
hmm
fucking asshole.
yeah,
You stupid fuck.
yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein probably killed people. This isn't an exaggeration.
He
What the
didn't have
fuck?
to. That's why he became friends with people like Trump and other people. He didn't
Right.
have to kill anybody.
There's an email that he sent to somebody, Larry Summers, Jeffrey Epstein. Importance high. Recall I've told you it's Jeffrey Epstein writing about Trump. I have met some very bad people. None as bad as Trump. This guy fucks kids. And he
Yeah.
never saw somebody as bad as and evil as Trump, whatever that means. Not one decent cell in his body. So yes, dangerous.
Yes. Huh. Look at that.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. They have, I don't know how much, I don't know what's, if this goes somewhere, I guess somebody made like a program that can, these people in the government are stupid and they can easily take away the redacted parts, like the black
Yeah.
markings, and they put up like some pictures. But if you changed it from, whatever dot pic to dot MP4, you see it's actually a movie and that there was a barrier put in front of Epstein's jail cell that got put up and removed so that the video couldn't see a murder.
Yeah.
Is this going to go
Sure.
anywhere?
I don't think it can unless everybody really the people rise up and just and I don't know how much rising. I mean, yes, it should go get everybody out of there, but get everybody out of there.
Right.
It's just too much.
I saw this meme of just like an anime guy for no reason. It doesn't matter what it is, but he's just looking up in the rain. And anyway, it says being a guy is crazy. Once you're in sixth grade, you're competing with presidents, billionaires, and politicians for girls your age. Everybody
Yeah.
has it tough.
Oh my God. Ay, ay, ay. I do remember there was one Valentine's Day though. I was waiting tables and I met this girl. She was with her family and we went out on a date. I said, I know this is crazy, but you want to go out on Valentine's Day?
Right.
And that was a charming thing that worked. She goes, yeah, let's do it. We went out, we had a one night stand and I actually liked her. And then the next morning I walked her to the subway. Like she allowed me to walk her to the
Right.
subway. Never heard from her again.
Wow.
And I thought, because I'm like, wow, Valentine's Day, I got a new girlfriend. What a great
Right. It is
story.
romance. Yeah.
It is romance, right? Look how this worked. I sang Sinatra at a restaurant. Next thing, and her parents met me already, right?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. She was out there with her family. If you could pick up a girl when she's with your family, you're doing something
You're
right.
doing something. Right.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought this is great. We went out. She was really beautiful, all that, good time. Never heard from her again. Oh, yeah, yeah.
The people saying about these protests, with ICE and what good does that do? Stay home so you don't get killed. Well, it did good. A shutdown of the Department of Homeland Security is all but certain this weekend after lawmakers left town for a planned recess with no funding deal in place. Republican congressional leaders have blamed Democrats, saying the White House made reasonable concessions
Oh,
after
please.
several Democratic leaders demanded ICE change. We want you to not wear masks. You want you to wear name tags. We're not saying nothing fucking crazy, but Minnesota surge should be ending because people are complaining about these murders. So
Yes,
yeah, so it does fucking help.
absolutely.
Do you get into the Olympics at all?
I haven't watched any of it.
Where they
No,
booed JD Vance?
I saw that. Good. Yeah, absolutely. Another
There's a
bootlicker.
there's a French skier speeding like a motherfucker. I don't know, 600 miles an hour. And you have to go like around those flags,
Yeah.
two vertical poles with a banner. He took a banner right to the fucking nuts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And it matched how my stomach was feeling. I'm like,
Oh
you
my
get it.
God. Oh my gosh. Ay, ay, ay.
Let's see. The Olympics had 10,000 condoms for Olympians to use because they're all fucking each other. It's the most exciting
Absolutely.
time of their lives.
Yep.
They're out of condoms.
Really?
In 3 days, the Olympics used up 10,000 condoms. I looked up how many athletes there are, approximately 3,000.
Wow. That's pretty awesome.
10,000 condoms. And some aren't fucking. So, wow.
That's amazing. Is that part of like, is the packaging like an Olympic,
I
like the
think it is for
condom?
real.
Yeah.
I think it's Olympics on it. But you know what? You have gold, silver, and bronze. And she doesn't want to waste the gold on you.
That's right. That's great.
I saw there's somebody on Team Canada got caught cheating in the curl of all things, where you throw the bocce kind of thing, and
Yeah.
people sweep on the ice. I guess he had it by the handle on top, pushed it, and then you see him with his finger just push it a little more, and I guess those minute, everything's down to the fucking
Yeah.
percent, and I guess that did something. He's like, I didn't. How dare you yell at me? It's like there's 50 cameras here, asshole. We're gonna find out in a minute.
Yeah, absolutely. I was listening to Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me this morning, and they were talking about there was one Olympian who, during his acceptance speech of a medal, apologized to somebody that he cheated on recently.
Yeah, I guess he cheated on her. They were together 6 months. And then 3 months ago he cheated, and it's unrelated to going to the Olympics. And then
Okay,
he won the award and started crying, trying to win her back.
right.
Right. Well, they get back together.
Yeah, let's see. There's another poll.
He's sorry.
He's got the
Um,
gold, baby, but he doesn't have the girl.
that's right. 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 And now you're at the Olympics too. He's probably like, hey, I just reached out and tried the ultimate fucking thing,
Yeah,
crying on TV.
yeah,
Tell me if you're going to take me back because I could fuck here.
right. Well, it's funny because the women on the show that were talking about this, wait, wait, don't tell me, they all were like,
Right.
does any woman fall for this ever? It's mortifying, you know? Not at all.
Right.
Not ever. Yeah.
Let's see. The Super Bowl. Did you see the streaker? They didn't show it on TV at the
They did not
time.
show it. No, they didn't show it. So what was the streaker about?
This guy bet on himself if there'd be a streaker in the Super Bowl. Then he did the streaking. By streaking, just taking off his shirt.
Wow.
The Miami man placed a $50,000 bet that someone would streak during the Super Bowl. Then he did it himself. He did it with a buddy. The buddy jumped out. Security went to the buddy. He jumped out and started running. And
Oh,
by the way, I don't follow either of these teams really, Seahawks or New England, but a New England wide receiver, the fast guys, he started running after this guy and couldn't fucking catch him. Well, you don't deserve to win. The guy had time to slide.
well, now he gets, hey, look at this. He gets 50,000, how much ever he won, a little jail time, and now he's drafted onto the team the next year. He's so
That's
fast.
right. This wasn't his first time. He did the same thing with his friend in 2024. The moment he touched the field, his $50,000 bet flipped into $300,000, made $300,000. A fine's not going to be that much.
No, not at all. That's wonderful. Good for him.
Does he do it next year?
Yeah, well, who knows?
Man, you know what? If I asked my dad if he ever streaked or stopped a streaker during the Super Bowl, I bet he'd have a story.
Yeah.
They weren't cameras back then, son, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you so much for your time. That alarm meant I gotta go, but you're the fucking best. And as Spooky said, all right, Keith, it was good talking to you. I love you. And I'm like, how do I know if that's real?
I love you, and it is real because you are a loving, wonderful, wonderful man and person and friend. And whoever gets you is going to be the luckiest gal ever.
That's right. That's goddamn right.
Damn right.
I got so much love to give. Take my love. Take it.
Yeah. He's got love and he makes a good steak, ladies. So come on.
Well, talking about this really does help. Not that anything got solved, but it does help. That's the point of Keith and the Girl, quite frankly, for me
Yep.
specifically. And I appreciate everybody's support. And we'll talk to Rod and all that, et cetera, et cetera. All right.
Sounds good.
Thanks a lot. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.